Paul Beacon Equipment. Today we've got the Billy Goat SC18 turf cutter. Now, as you can see, this is a fully American made machine with the Honda GXV 160 engine. Now this machine in particular will cut down to 2.5 inches or 60 mil, which will give you great versatility in determining on what turf you're cutting. But the key advantage of this machine is the simple forward and reverse feature. So before we get into starting the machine, to go forward, you simply engage this lever here. The further you pull the lever up, the faster the machine goes. Now if you want to go in reverse, simply engage this lever here and the machine will go in reverse. Now to start it, it's quite simple. You got your choke out the front here, so pull the choke out, just this little lever here. Now you do have a fuel tap here. Now this fuel tap is pretty important. So if you are in a transport position or got it on the back of the trailer, we always suggest you turn the fuel off, because you never know when that needle is going to get stuck and going to flood fuel into the sump. So if you always transport it with the fuel off, that way that won't happen. So always turn the fuel on. We'll make sure the fuel's turned on. Pull the choke out. Then we come back up here. You make sure the ignition switch, just here, is on I for ignition or I for run. And all we do, there's no neutral, there's no gear 1, gear 2. It's not going to go anywhere until you actually pull this lever. Pull the choke out. Choke off. Now we don't have any turf, but if we were to cut, you loosen this lever here, the blade will drop down to the ground. And once you're happy with the height of cut and the position that you want to start cutting, pull this orange lever down, the one on the top left, then that will engage the blade, which is this here, via this arm. Then you simply just go forward with this lever and away you go. That's as simple as that. To turn the machine off, again, just with the stop switch, straight to off, and the machine will stop. Thanks for listening. Freewheel the machine, as in you just want to push it manually. Pull this lever up here, that one right there, and it will actually allow you to manually push the machine. The other little feature which is on the back of the machine is the wheel, jockey wheel. So if you want the jockey wheel to be able to steer, so if you've got those curvy garden beds you want to cut around, so you pull that lever up and the actual machine will track where you want it to do. Now if you want to do straight lines, straighten the wheel up and it will obviously go in a straight line for you.